Hey there folks, I bid you good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are right now, but I also wish you a happy new year and all that. Yeah, we made it another year, can you believe that? Anywho, I'm here today with a little channel update talking about my plans for the upcoming year and beyond. This is the second time I've done this, though I don't know if this will be a yearly tradition. Still, I got some things I want to share, and I thought putting it out in video form would get the most eyes on it. First off, I just want to say thanks so much for watching all the stuff I put out in 2022. That was my 10th year on this hellscape, and at the risk of tooting my own horn, I think some of my best stuff ever was done that year. I know I said that about the last year, but it doesn't matter, I'm improving. That's all that matters. From the videos I planned to things that were more spur of the moment, I'm proud of it all, and I plan to keep that momentum going. And while part of me makes these videos for me personally, I mean, I don't think anyone was really screaming at me to make a video on Bob and Margaret. If I didn't have an audience that enjoyed what I did, I genuinely don't know where I would be right now. Yeah, so what if I'm treading familiar ground by saying this? It needs to be said. So to those of you who have been watching my stuff, sharing it, leaving nice comments, supporting my stuff in any way, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for being there. The whole world's thanking you. Sorry, I do like to do little Linda Belcher isms when I'm talking to myself, but can you blame me? It's fun to do. But seriously, thank you. Thank you. There might not have been videos coming out left and right, and they may not have gotten a big outward reach, but there's still a sense of accomplishment that surpasses all of that. Like, I got to speak with Michael Hegney, one of the founding fathers of Pokemon's English dub. I made a video on Team Rocket and worked with a translator to put out info most people outside Japan have never even heard of. I spoke to the creators of Bob and Margaret for the Bob and Margaret video I mentioned, and they liked that video so much, they sent me an animation cell from Bob's birthday. They're Oscar-winning short. That last one in particular, I didn't go into that thinking that would happen. When the year started, I wasn't even thinking about making a Bob and Margaret video, but I just had the passion to do so after a rewatch, and man, you can keep your views and your subs, that can't top a gift like that. And I'm not trying to show off or anything here, I'm just saying I'm a regular dude who's passionate about stuff, and look at what and where that passion can get you. So yeah, I'm overall happy with my output, but there is one video I didn't get around to, and that was the 10-year Q&A, which I talked about in last year's update video, but I'm rectifying that now by making the announcement here. I did make a post in the community tab a few weeks ago, but like I said earlier, making a video would probably get more eyes on it. And that's kind of the thing, I want to answer as many questions as I can, so if you have any questions for me about whatever, and within reason of course, leave a comment down below. And I'm gonna say start the comment with the subject Q&A, you know, just so it's easier to sift through. As for future videos, I'm still outlining some things right now, so I won't say much, but I will say there's a video or two featuring a certain tie-wearing gorilla that have been screaming to be made for years now. And after seeing the second trailer for the Mario Brothers movie, I think now is the perfect time to do so, so don't be too surprised if you see some Donkey Kong in your feed this year. Maybe another marathon? Again, I'm still figuring things out, but yeah, Donkey Kong is coming. And I'll probably put out another video or two highlighting some Canadian animation, alongside some more interviews with Canadian talent with the Up North and Personal podcast that I'm doing now. I've got some more guests lined up and I can't wait to speak with them, and I hope you guys enjoy them when they're out. Speaking of which, you should all listen to the interview I did with my cousin Alana Bridgewater, you know, the voice of King Dice and Cuphead, among many other things. Come on, do yourself a favor. Yeah, no, I'm no longer asking. Go watch the interview, or listen, I guess. Go listen to the interview I did with Alana. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I'd like to plug my Patreon for a minute. Everyone in the YouTube game has one, and I mean, I've had one for half a decade now, but I figure if I don't talk about it every now and then, no one's gonna know about it. So over on my Patreon, there's 3 tiers you can choose from. First tier gets you access to a weekly blog where I outline that week's workload, and it's also where I talk about upcoming video plans, usually before I make them public. The second tier gets you a bi-weekly blog where you get behind-the-scenes stuff on videos I've made. Things like art assets, the full story on the making of a video, and I mentioned this before, but as the main editor over at Did You Know Gaming, this covers the creation of every video I make for that channel as well. In 2022, I edited 3 Metal Gear videos, basically making a feature-length Metal Gear movie, and as someone who hasn't played Metal Gear anything, it was quite the roller coaster ride. So if you want to hear me regale on the ups and downs of video making for a major outlet like that, that's the only place I know of where you're gonna get it in such detail. And the third tier on my Patreon gets you all that, plus your name in the credits of my main videos, as well as you getting to see said videos before anybody else. So if that sounds cool and you'd like to help support me further, check out the Patreon page, and if you stick around, I hope you enjoy your stay and I hope I can make it worth your while. And as I mentioned earlier, if I'm not working on my own stuff, or heck, even when I am working on my own stuff, I'm lending my services to guys like Matt McMuscles, like with a What Happened episode or a Spider-Man episode, or more frequently, over at Did You Know Gaming. I thought 2021 was nuts, but 2022 made that look like child's play. Making the transition over to longer form videos full-time had me a little scared, not gonna lie, but I adjusted pretty okay. There were some close calls here and there with scheduling and sponsors, and not to mention that whole Heroes of Hyrule debacle where I thought Nintendo was gonna come down on us all, but we pulled through and we put out some of our best stuff ever that year. And even as someone who hasn't played any Metal Gear games yet, it's still an unbelievable honor to edit a video to the narration of David Hayter, not once, but twice. You think if I see him at a convention and bring that up, that'll get me a free picture with the guy? If that ever happens, I'll let you know. But I feel very lucky and proud to be part of a group that garners such respect. Even if nobody knows who I am, but I get paid so I don't mind too much. And I want to extend my thanks to the rest of the Did You Know Gaming team. Dr. Lava, Shane, Greg, Daz, all the freelance writers I worked with, you know who you are. I just want to say thank you to you guys too. And Matt, you're cool too. Don't think I forgot about you. You're great. I like you too. And I think I've got everything covered there. Q&A announcement, so leave your comments down below. Future video plans, other work, and I'm still itching to get back into animating as well, but that's gonna be a little bit of a process. I'll figure something out for that soon enough on top of everything else. And yes, Pokemonth is somewhere in there in the mix as well, and like I said in my last update video, I'd like to do more interviews with actors outside of that month, but when the time comes, you'll know. So I'd say the year is pretty stacked for me already, and I'm sure there's gonna be some surprises here and there. And I don't know if I'll be able to get to all of them, but I really hope I can. And whatever I happen to put out, I just hope that you guys enjoy it. And again, I just want to extend my thanks to everybody who's been watching, whether you've been watching for 1 year, 5 years, or if you've been around since the very beginning, thanks for putting up with my nonsense. I'm not really good with speeches and outros, especially when I don't write one. But I'll just say thanks again everybody for watching. Hope your 2022 was good. Hope your 2023 is more than good. And let's see what the new year brings. I'm really excited, and I do hope you'll continue this journey with me. So with all that said, I'll see you all next time. Later.